Welcome to Cut Daisies and Unicorns. This is a Trailer Tuesday, and we are going to share with you, give you a little bit of a sneak preview on the things that we talked about on this Phil and Steve edition that's going to be coming up. So, Steve, do you want to share with them the new timetable that we're going to put forward so that they know when and where to catch things and where to be able to listen to it and, you know, all that stuff? You want to share a little bit on that?
Absolutely. And as you said, Trailer Tuesday, that was actually a response of you knowing that we do trailers on Tuesday, but it's a Trailer Thursday today. And so, no worries, dude. No worries. We're not sending the trailer Gestapo after you.
That's true.
That'll all make sense when you see the episode coming up. But what I would say is that we have talked about it, and what we're looking for is we're going to do our trailers on Thursday, and we're going to do our releases Sunday evening at 7 p.m.
There we go.
So we figured we had such a great turnout for the live event, and it could be a good time to be able to pick up some legs on people having time to be able to listen on the release. Now, what that really does is that messes you up, because if you like to listen to it on Saturday mornings as you're getting around, that's not available. And
unless you're waiting the whole week around.
Yeah, and then eventually. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll get some feedback.
We will. We're trying things out. We want to be able to try to catch as many people as possible. We know that there's people who watch and listen, you know, based on our live stream that we had a couple of weeks ago. That's what people were saying. They've been watching and listening depending on the settings. So we're going to try this out. And so Trailer Thursday, launch Sunday evening. So it'll be there and ready and waiting for you. If you don't catch it on Sunday when it's released, then you have the rest of the week to be able to catch it and watch it or listen to it.
Yeah. It sounds like that's going to be the plan. It's a short-term plan, at least for season 2, and then we'll gather and collect and figure it out and see how it goes.
Yeah. So as you know, this is the new studio. We've got a new setting. You'll hear it in the episode as well. But so I think coming up, in this episode, we're going to be looking at, again, when it's a Phil and Steve edition, that we have a wide variety of topics here. So we spend some time talking about health, men's health, primarily because, Steve had a doctor's appointment and I've got one coming up next week. And so it's all, it was on top of our minds. And so it was a good opportunity to talk about health and to talk about being able to pay attention to your body when it sends out signals. So
annual appointment April.
Right.
That's going to be my story for years to come.
Right. Then we talked about, we went a little bit more on the fringe. We went, so it's a serious talk about health, but we also spend a little bit of time going to the fringe and talking about some, we talked about Tesla a little bit.
Yep. I'm formatting and in the formation process of connecting some of the dots of things that have been released. Think of it. I'm gonna go NPR on this shit right here.
Can go down.
You gotta think about it like a connect the dots coloring book.
Okay.
I'm connecting the dots. I didn't know what the dots were in the beginning. Now I know what the dots are. And so now I'm connecting the dots. I think there's more going on. I think smarter people than me probably have thought about this. I'm just catching up on the trails of the information that they've been sharing.
Okay.
So we're taking a look. I think we found a really cool new thread that we're going to be talking about concerning humanity. So if you appreciate the thoughtfulness or the the meditative, the wholeness, the consideration of the makeup of humanity. I think that you'll find this new thread is a really good thread. And so,
And it came out of the Fringe.
it did.
Right out of the Fringe came this idea and understanding of humanity. So
Yeah. And I think where we landed on that was really good, really good steps.
Yeah.
So,
So make sure you listen. Listen to the whole thing because you never know where it's going to go.
I do know where I need to go. Men's Health.
Men's Health. Yeah. So, as you are preparing then for this episode, you're going to see all of those topics. Health, men's health, from then talking about Fringe, UFOs, and then the piece and the connector between the Fringe and humanity. And that's kind of where things get wrapped up a little bit towards the end is that piece on humanity. So it's good stuff. So
It is good
make sure
stuff.
you listen.
Yeah, worth a listen.
Watch too.
Yeah, take a look.
Yeah, so again, we'll just remind you the places that you can go. So Facebook page, it has our videos. They get, the link that gets put up there, it goes right to our YouTube page. So make sure you like the Facebook page. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube page if you're watching. And then also go to the audio. So you're going to go to, the Podbean and or wherever you get your podcast from. You can then subscribe to the podcast from those locations, and you make sure that it'll give you those updates every time that we put out a new one. It's going to update it and say, hey, just so you know, there's a new episode, or there's a new trailer, or there's a new whatever, that it's going to alert you, give you that in advance so that you can listen and watch.
All of those things. It's true.
It is true.
I'm telling you, you're in this episode.
Yeah.
They're not getting NPR Steve.
No, not at all.
Oh my gosh! So if like your favorite Steve that shows up is the dude who's like, I think he may have done too many lines of cocaine this morning. For the record, I've never done any lines of cocaine.
Right.
But it's like smoking weed.
Mm-hmm.
People who smoke weed think that I smoke weed all the time. I just have the natural vibe of being a pothead.
I guess.
So anyway, I don't
think we probably both do.
I don't know, but you've smoked weed. You're authentically you have the opportunity to be able. Yeah, I'm just
right. You're just chill.
No, I'm a poser. I mean, people think so. No cocaine. Nobody smoked weed here.
No. Those substances were not used in the filming of this podcast.
Yeah, and so just know that we're being kind to ourselves. Yeah. So anyway, this episode is definitely you're gonna get. He's awake. He's alive. Where did this come from? Well, do I need to say Procter and Gamble? It'll all make sense when you see the video. Or when you listen to it. Yeah, we've got a report on Steve's
men's health
April assignments.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to
heavy
season
on the
2.
Assignments.
Right. It is. It's real heavy on that.
All right.
So we're looking forward to season 2. We're looking forward to the people who you do not yet know, and who we even right now do not yet know, that we're going to interview through season 2.
Oh, yeah. I like the idea of meeting new people.
Right.
Yeah.
We're going to find them.
It sounds really, really creepy if I say I collect people.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that movie where the kid's like, I see dead people. Yeah.
Yeah. Or I think there's a new animated show, Solar Opposites, where one of the alien life forms miniaturizes humans and then sticks them in a collection.
But I like that idea.
Yeah. And so there's like a whole community that he keeps in his wall.
Like, does it immortalize people? Like, will they live forever to be in his collection?
No, I think that they can still die.
Oh, well. Yeah. I wouldn't want to die being shrunk.
Right.
I just don't really want to die.
Yeah. I mean,
I like
immortality.
I like living life. But if I could come back, I'm still committed to not coming back as a Viking.
I'm partially Viking, so
Well, I'm telling you, I just know that the likelihood of my life expectancy would be really short. Yeah, because I'd have to be Loki or whatever.
oh yeah,
You know,
the
I
Great Deceiver.
yeah, no. You're talking about Marvel?
No, well, Loki comes from the realm of Norse theology.
Oh, okay.
So
There you
Loki
go.
is a deceiver in Norse theology.
I was talking about the spiritual advisor on Vikings, the show.
Oh, Floki,
Floki.
which his name comes from, is a version of from Loki.
Yeah, yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
That guy's whacked.
he is crazy.
Yeah. But that's
The
where...
dude survives.
Oh, man.
Have you watched the last season?
I don't think I've gotten to that part.
Oh, so you didn't. Sorry, I should have said spoiler alert then.
No. But I think I've seen it, but you know what? I need to go watch the last season. Yeah.
It's a well done series, I think.
Yeah, I do. I definitely, that comes with hashtag warnings.
Oh yeah.
You know what you're getting into. Take a look at that. All right, dude. Well, we said we were going to make it short.
We are.
Let's make it sweet.
Make sure you go and listen and watch. Take care, everybody.